So, we're in the kitchen. It's post-workout time. Sorry if my sound isn't as loud. My voice, sorry. I couldn't find my mic. Don't know where I put it. So I'm going to try and speak a bit louder, even though I'm terrible at loud speaking. So, post-workout. Big meal for me. Usually a big meal for me. Pre and post, I just think should be big meals. That's kind of like, but does it have a direct anabolic effect? I don't know, but I feel like recovery, your body craves nutrients post-workout. It's just been through, some trauma, some stress, some muscle tearing action, and it needs a bump. It needs like a kickstart. So post-workout for me is very important, and what you put in your body, I just think is absorbed that little bit more efficiently, effectively, whatever. So post-workout, I want to get a nice big hit of protein. I want to get a nice bigger hit of carbohydrates, some fast, some slow, and fats I'm not too fussed with. If there's fats in there, I will, that's fine, because I often do muffins, something like a treat if it's been a very draining workout, like a big leg day. It doesn't bother me that there's fats. I don't think fats and a spike in insulin causes any damage in terms of adipose tissue buildup, fat gain, or slowing the effectiveness of the meal down. I don't think that's significant. I think what is significant is the size of your, your overall calorie intake across the day. So it's not the one meal that's got fats in it. It's the whole day. So I think if you're taking insulin, you can have fats as long as it factors into your day. But anyway, drifting off topic-ish. For protein, we have good old JP Whey isolate. This is the purest form of protein. We have 90 grams of protein per 100 grams of powder. Super easy digestible, so when my calories are high, just goes down a little bit quicker. I don't have any issues digesting pure whey concentrate, a blend of whey, slow release whey. I don't have issues digesting any of that, but I feel like I get more protein per powder, per gram of powder with this, which means I can essentially take less powder, more space for carbohydrates and fats. Or if anything, quicker digesting meal means I can eat again in the next 1 to 2 hours. Protein. I shoot for 70 grams post-workout, so not a huge dose, but sufficient. So we hit about 85 grams of weight. Oats, because I am the oat and honey king. Post-workout, yep, slow release. Shock. Well, it's not shock. A lot of you guys know what I eat post-workout, but I'll get 200 grams of this, giving me 120 grams of carbohydrates. Yes, it is full of fiber. No, it's not I know it's not cream of rice. I know it's not cereal. And I know it's slow digesting. But I digest it. And I digest a lot of it really well. And guess what? It's got nutrients in it. It's got vitamins and minerals, phytonutrients, stuff you need, fiber for health. The health, the basics. I love cream of rice. I love rice. I love cereal. I love bread. You guys know how much bread I eat. Got a loaf of it here. Cheap, thick, white supermarket bread. But why would I opt for something that's got nothing but a glycogen form of sugar and no health benefits when I can get all in one. Look after your health, and your body will give you the muscle, right? So, oatmeal, wholesome, natural. Of course, there's the honey. So, as I said, 200 grams of oats, which is 120 carbs. And then I will do, depending on what day it is, arm day, I do like 100 grams. Leg day, I probably do about 150 to 200. And then chest and back, 130 to 100, 150. Delts, 120, 130. I go by how I feel. If it was a mega arm session, which this current arm session wasn't really a huge arm session, volume wise, I will be doing 100 grams. So 80 carbs, 120 carbs, that's 200, we're not done. 2 slices of my cheap, white, thick, super processed, super tasty supermarket bread. 20 grams of carbs each. Well, a bit more actually. We have per slice, no, 19.3, 20 grams. And I'm having this because every now and then my mother makes me homemade jam. Stuff I loved growing up. She would give it to me in yogurt as a dessert. Homemade yogurt, homemade jam. That was my dessert growing up in Iran and here. You know, my mum's generation, or just the culture that she was around in Iran, that like buying ready-made processed foods wasn't really loved. So, you know, her mum kind of taught her to just make everything fresh at home. Stemming back from the years where my granddad, they didn't have like fridges and all that stuff, so it was seasonal, and you cooked what you bought. You didn't go to supermarkets and buy, you know, crisps and chocolate and cereal, and I guess it was a different world, but anyway. So my mum loved making stuff at home, like so, right down to like cookies and stuff. Everything was homemade. And the jam, this one's strawberry, uber tasty. I don't know if you guys can see it. I'll show you when it's done, but there's bits in it. There's like strawberries in it. It's amazing. Obviously she adds sugar. I'm not saying it's healthy, but it's home cooked, right? So, but anyway, I'm just saying that's the stuff I had growing up. A lot of people ask me how I've got to this point with an iron gut, digestive tract that allows me to kind of eat the way I do, eat all the carbs and all the healthy carbs, oatmeal, which seems to be an old school thing these days. Someone messaged me on Instagram and said, "Oh, old school oats and honey, love that stuff." It's like, old school? When did it become old school? But yeah, the age of processed, flavoured, convenient carbohydrates, I guess. But yeah, the reason why my gut is so healthy, obviously genetics has a lot to do with it, but growing up, everything was home cooked. My mum didn't really, I say home cooked, I don't mean lean, like Iranians, Persians, they love throwing in you know, the oils and all the calorie dense foods, you know, like the fatty meats, butters. I was fed bone marrow, you know, bone marrow and like brains and cartilage and so anyway, that's the food I had growing up, which I think gave me a head start and a solid foundation in terms of gut health, which now I can see the benefits. And when people ask me, it's like I'm not really doing anything special here. It's the 20 years prior. It's what I was fed as a baby and a toddler and a child. I mean, who gives their 2-year-olds bone marrow and broth? Well, that's what we had. Liver. Anyway, I digress again, but we're here for a kitchen talk, so I can ramble. But I do need to eat. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to weigh this all out. I'm sure you guys don't. I'll weigh it out and I'll show you on the camera before I cook it. Sound. So there we go. 200 grams of oats. Bread's ready to go in to get toasted. Then I'll do the jam. This goes on here once it's cooked. Obviously, water goes onto that. Then into the microwave. Over there. If I can get the camera. For 7 minutes. Enough water to just cover it. You know, I know you guys like the details. Then this goes on to a hot cooked bowl of oats. Then I'll mix it all in. Then the honey goes onto there. I kind of just let the honey drizzle and soak. And the jam just goes straight onto the bread. And voila. I will show you once it's done. We're back. Oats are cooked. Hot. Toast is a toasting. So we're going to go ahead. This might be boring to you, but whatever. It's my kitchen life. I spend a lot of time doing this repeatedly, day after day. Same, different day and all that stuff. Real life. You guys want to see the real life stuff? Not toasted enough. Anyway, so. To be honest, I don't always weigh it. It's like 2 scoops. It's 10 grams gonna do. Come on, guys. But habit's a good thing, right? You young'uns, rookies, beginners, lifestyle, get into good habits. Those good habits will follow you everywhere. So, see, I just get too careful when I'm weighing stuff. Been doing this 27 years. Doesn't need to be directly precise in the off season. Okay, so 70 grams of protein. You can see that, right? And then I kind of just mush it into the oats. This is all very dry right now, but it's purposely dry because you guys know what's coming after this. I hope you guys can hear me. I keep forgetting I've not got my mic. It's very annoying. So sorry if you can't hear me. Anyway, nothing exciting. Just mixing this protein in. Yeah, so I purposely make it quite dry so that when the onslaught of honey goes all over it, it softens the stuff up without making it like a honey soup. Yeah, so sometimes I don't even like mix all the protein powder in. I leave it a little bit powdery because I find when the honey sits on it, it just becomes like, I don't know, it just becomes really nice. In my world, anyway. I mean, I bet most of you think I'm crazy mixing chicken into oats, right? Beef in my oats. Last week I did lamb in oats. Every now and then my dad would get a load of lamb fillet from the butchers, and he'll make me, he'll cut me off some, slice it up into fillets, and he'll marinate it, and he'll give it to me and I'll cook it. So I cooked it, and then I'm going to throw these in my oats tonight, so I just kind of cut them up into my oats, added my seasonings, and have I done oats with meat on this channel? Full day of eating coming. That dish will be on there. So anyway, some of you probably think I'm crazy anyway. Right, a messy bowl of oats, and then we go ahead with the honey. Can you see? You can see. Clients pinging away. Right. I will show you a close up once it's all done. Again, I don't really care if it's not 100 grams direct, exactly. It's all going to get eaten. So, my oats, make my toast. With the home cooked jam. Okay. I'm not measuring the jam because I know she wants the jam, Coco, my dog, because I know that's about 15 grams of carbs. That's another 15 grams of carbs. Trust me. Spreads the jam. The second one just goes straight on top, like a jam tower. Toast number 2. 15 carbs. 15 carbs. Scientifically proven. I don't need to weigh it. Cooking with sass. What a time it is. And then we cut the bread diagonally. Not straight. Diagonally. Diagonally. Sounds like Harry Potter, right? Right. Coco, we're ready to eat. Okay. Show you the finished product. So, there we go. Oops, excuse me. The camera is on a tripod. So, we've got jam there on the toast, diagonally cut. So we've got 60 grams of carbs on the toast, and then 40 grams of carbs from 2 toasts. So there's 100 carbs. And then we've got another 200 carbs here. 300 carbs. With all the fats that's in the porridge, in the oats, and let me just get a good picture there, so I might use it for my thumbnail. Sorry guys, raw footage. Yeah, so anyway. Oh, okay. Yeah, so 300 grams of carbs. That is derived from 70 grams of protein and 300 grams of carbohydrates. In fact, let's calculate it, because I'm not doing all the fancy calories in the corner here kind of thing. So, 300 carbs plus 70 protein times 4 we're already on 1,500 calories. In fact, 1,480. And then you've got, per 100 grams of oats, you have 8 grams of fats. Ish. 16 fats. 1 or 2 from the whey. 1 or 2 from that toast. So call it 20 fats. 20 fats times 9 plus 1480. There you have it. Just in case you guys didn't believe. I mean, 1,600 calories. I mean, it isn't like crazy, is it? This is quite a tame, lean post-workout meal for me. Sometimes I will get something more junky, or I might add 1 or 2 muffins or 1 or 2 cookies to it. For example, if my day yesterday was super draining, I woke up this morning and I was extra tight and extra sore, extra tired doing my work. Warming up in the gym was a bit long and my weight was kind of coming down a little bit. That would make me bulk up today's meals, some of today's meals, whether it was add 1 or 2 muffins to this meal or go as far as replacing this with a cheat meal. You know, if I'd lost some weight and I just had a leg day and I was quite tired, extra depleted, extra fatigued, I might go to Subway and get 2 foot-long subs, steak and cheese in one, and chicken breast and melted cheese in the other. That's a solid go-to post-workout refeed meal for me. I haven't actually done that for a while, so I might do that next time. So Subway, because it digests really well for me. If I was going straight to like a burger and fries or a pizza or something like that, or a Chinese, something I would usually have later in the day, if I had that post-workout, my next 3 meals would be a struggle to get in. So yeah, there you have it, guys. Post-workout meal, like I said, 1,600 calories, 300 grams of carbs, pretty substantial. So if you want to try it, scale it down or up, whatever you guys need to do for your own goal. So hope you enjoyed it. Obviously just one meal today. I know everyone asks me for a day in the life, a full day of eating type thing. So I will get onto that next time. I just wanted to show you one of my regular post-workout meals right now, sitting at 270 pounds. I am really happy with the progress. So I'll hopefully keep pushing this up towards Christmas, December. I mean, that will be in a week or 2 at the time of filming. So by the time you guys see this, we'll probably getting into December. And by then I'll probably start to kind of back off a little bit, give my body some rest because I've had no rest all year. And then keep pushing come New Year. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Let me know if you guys liked it or you didn't, what you want me to add, what you want me to do less of. Am I talking too much? Or am I not talking enough? Again, apologies for the sound. If my speaking audio isn't loud enough, I don't know what's happened to my mic, but I will fix that for you next time. Anyway, take care. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.